Good morning. It's Monday, the 13th, 14th, something like that. We had quite the thunderstorm last night. Got a bit of rain. Let's see. Ooh, nice bit of rain. Focus on. Looks like a little over half an inch. That's awesome. We so need it. Awesome, awesome. So, let's see what happened in the garden with the rain last night. We had quite the thunder boomers. At one point I woke up because I thought there was an explosion. The thunder just rumbled and rumbled and rumbled, and I thought there had been an explosion. And then I realized, oh, it's just thunder. So, yeah, some things haven't changed, some things have. Of course, it was only like last Thursday that I did my last video, but anyway, you gotta look at it after a rain because the garden just pops after a rain. It might be a little downtrodden right now, but as the day progresses, it should perk right up. Still haven't got more lettuce planted yet, but what's here is doing okay. The kale has flopped over, I think, because I noticed it yesterday. It was really flopped over because it's been just so dry. So I may cut this. Maybe I'll save one or two for seed, but I was just going to cut that down, I think. I still have to weed in here. The kale is kind of compacting it, so I really need to get that off of there. So check out this volunteer lettuce that I might eat for dinner today. Gotta love volunteers. It's the only volunteer lettuce that I had. Usually I have quite a bit. Well, I don't know what that was, but he was pretty noisy. I'm not sure if you can see this very well with the dark. There we go. I did get my bunching onions planted. It goes probably about, I don't know, maybe 2/3 of the row. And then in between the onions, I put in my dill. So I figured they're all kind of compact plants and they shouldn't have a problem. So they're looking really good after the rain. And then I pulled weeds in this onion bed almost all the way, probably about 2/3 again. I got about that far, and then I was just dying of heat. So, and then I mulched them with some leaves to hopefully, because this ground was so dry when I was getting this other bed prepped for planting. Oh, I mean, it was just so dry. I watered it several times just to have some kind of tooth there for the plants to hold on to. I did pick some radishes, and I have done a video on fermenting, which I will get up probably today or tomorrow. So I pulled all the big ones and left the smaller ones in. It doesn't even look like I picked very many, but I did. I had 2 pints, or no, 2 quarts? Yeah, 2 quarts of radishes. I mean, they're like only, I don't know, maybe 2/3 full because I had to have room for the weight and stuff. But yeah, so I got them fermenting, and I cut all my garlic scapes off, my garlic plants, and so I have some of those fermenting as well. And I still need, I have 3 gallon bags of scapes in my refrigerator that I need to do something with here probably later today. The peas are like, wow. They really shot up. I think this one right here has got to be 4 feet tall. And I have flowers on them too. Can you see? Sun doesn't focus very well. Can you see the flowers there? So, yeah, flowers. So we'll be having peas soon. That's exciting. Love my peas. And then I always leave some on to save seed for next year, so I don't have to buy more pea seeds. And I have a number of different varieties here, and it doesn't matter to me. I like them all, so I just save. I'll eat what I want, and then I'll leave the rest of them to get dry and pick them and have my seed crop for next year. That's all these are, is ones that I had saved. So we'll swing around here since I'm right here. I did get the psyllium tied up. It looks kind of scraggly because it was really bent over. So I should go in and I'll go in and deadhead the flowers today, and hopefully we'll see if we get more. There's quite a few there. So, and this garlic also got the scapes cut off of them so it can grow bigger bulbs down below. Carrots are looking good. Needing the weeding again, but they're starting to pop up there. I think I might do another, maybe in that row over there by the onions that I did, I might do some more carrots. The poor beets look downtrodden with the rain that we had, but they should perk right back up. Again, I gotta get them weeded. And then today's project, hopefully, is this onion bed. I'll let it dry up a little bit more before I get in there and get all wet. So, corn, I think we will have knee-high by the 4th of July, maybe even taller. Gotta pull some weeds in there, but looking good. I did get, well, here, I'll swing over here, we'll do this first. I gotta pull these up. The beans are looking good, weedy, gotta get them weeded. The rain definitely helped them. They look a whole lot better. Pull this bed out. Peppers really need to get weeded. They're struggling, I think, with the weed pressure, so I definitely need to get in there and weed that. I do have one blossom on one, I see. I probably should pull. Back over here to the tomatoes. I got most of them tied up. Now the basil's looking good. These ones I did not get tied up because they're a little further from the fence, so they get a little bit taller. I got some of them down there tied up. Actually, I think it's these ones over here that I didn't get tied up. Yeah, these are more smaller tomatoes, cherries and stuff. So they're a little slower growing, and they're too far from the fence for me to tie up to. And then a couple of these here were a little too far, but I went through and I pruned them all, and I tied up the ones that were close enough to the fence, and they're doing really good. I think they're tall enough now I can come in here with some wood chips and fill underneath them to keep the weeds down. Really looking good. A few more lower leaves that I can cut, but I cut off all the yellow leaves and they're looking good. So, some corn is a little bit taller than others, which is interesting. And so I can show you, well, my tomatillo here has some flowers on it, but I use these clips. I don't know how well you can see them. And just as the tomatoes grow up, I just put the clips a little bit higher to keep them on the fence. So last week I talked about potato beetles, and can you see them in there? So Saturday I came out here, well, I had sprayed last week and the potatoes were looking really good. However, the beetles had jumped over to my squashes. So annoyed. I'll show you down here. Some of them are like really eating bad. So Saturday I came out here and sprayed again with, water, peppermint oil, thyme oil, and a little bit of natural dish soap. And it did cut down on the number of potato beetles that I had seen. Like, I'm not seeing too many. The bigger plants haven't really been affected. It's mostly the smaller, newer plants that they got, like this one here. You can see the holes in it, and there's potato beetles on it. So, because it rained last night, I'm going to have to come out here and spray again. I think I might try neem oil this time. I did a video, which I gotta get edited and post. You can see how rough that one is. So I think I'll try neem oil this morning. I gotta get out here and do it before it gets too warm, so it doesn't burn the plants. But I have a lot of amaranth coming up in my what's supposed to be my broom corn. I don't see any broom corn. I think what's there is just grass. So, but those plants right there are a wild amaranth. So I gotta pull those up because they're like everywhere now. But, so, yeah, I have one hill here that did not come up, so I'm gonna replant that today too. See what happens. But, so yeah, these smaller squashes, the potato beetles really liked this one here. It's really bad. So I'm hoping, I don't see any on it right now, which is good, but I definitely want to get out here and spray them again. So the grass that I didn't get pulled here on this apple tree is really collapsed down from the rain. So melons seem to be doing good. I did see a few on them, but they don't seem to have done too much damage. So anyway, let's see if I have any beans coming up here. Oh, I do. So not a lot yet. Maybe after the spring though. But there's a bean there. So I'll give these a couple more days, and if they don't fill in, I'll go back through and plant some more beans. I did get this row planted, Woodbill's beans, and I do have a few that have come up on this side. So there's a few down there. So we'll see over the next couple days if any more come up. If not, I will come back through and replant those. Cucumbers are doing good. I did come through and add some dill in some spots where I had, like where I broke between varieties. That I put some dill. Dill's a good companion plant for cucumbers. So I threw where I had spots available some dill in there. I might come back with some more seed and do that. Pumpkins over here are looking good. I did come along and put down some compost because they were a little yellow, and that seems to help. Plus the rain has definitely helped them. I picked probably another 2 quarts of strawberries on Saturday. I'll throw up a picture of my Saturday harvest with the scapes and the strawberries and the radishes. Grapes continuing to do good. Lots of grapes, wow. A lot of grapes. I had to come out here this morning and pick strawberries. I didn't get out here yesterday. So I need to come out here and do it. The robin, I have a robin that has been enjoying them immensely. I keep seeing him out here in them. And probably the chipmunk too. So I'll have to watch in the next day or so and see if any more mushrooms come up with this rain. I need to weed eat. But yep, there's I hope my poor owl fell down. Lots of strawberries out here again, so I need to, after I eat my breakfast, come out here and pick those, give it a chance to dry. So the blueberries are coming in on these bushes now. That one looks really good. My smaller one actually has quite a few on it this year, so exciting. I have an asparagus here that toppled over. Yep, I have an asparagus there that I should pick. I'm gonna get wet here walking by the grapes. These guys are doing really good. That rain really made them plump up a bit. So, a little toppled over. Not too bad. I might have to get a stake in here. So, yeah. Love a rain. It was so dry last week. ½ inch is wonderful. And I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow too, which would be good for the garden. Not good for my daughter who would like to go strawberry picking. Ew. Can you see that yucky little caterpillar in there? You need to go bye-bye. I guess a lot of areas to my south, my sister and some friends of mine who live to my south, not very far, have been having an awful time with the Egyptian, is that what it is? Moth, but caterpillars. They're like just decimating their trees. I've seen a few here, like on the garage that I've killed, but it hasn't been too bad. So my volunteer potatoes, my goal is to get my sweet potatoes in this week. I gotta pull them out so I can harden them off. But the volunteer potatoes are doing good. Love volunteer plants. Not sure how much potatoes I'll get. I don't usually get a whole lot on them, but my gladiolus are doing well here. Oh, so many grapes. It's great because my mother loves grape juice. So I've been giving her like a quart every couple weeks. She drinks a little bit of it to help her system. So, and the glads here are looking really good. I can't believe I started out with like 12 gladiolus, and I don't know, I've probably tripled that number, if not even more, between what's here and what's over there. So the rhubarb looks very nicely refreshed. It was so toppled over yesterday, being so dry. Trucks are really busy this morning, sorry about that. But that rain really perked them right up, so maybe I'll pick some rhubarb to freeze. And my oregano looked really downtrodden the last couple days as well. So I have I think I've mentioned it, a new trial that I want to run for dehydrating some of the stuff in bulk that I need to get set up and try, because I gotta put some comfrey in there for my comfrey video. Which, by the way, my drawing for comfrey root cuttings is up and running. If you check out I'll put a link in here where you can visit the video. I posted it yesterday. That you can win some comfrey root cuttings. Check out the asparagus. They like doubled overnight. Some of those might be gone. I'll have to cut them and see how they are. Alright, Mr. Guinea. You don't need to make so much noise. You see him down there? I don't know what he's hollering about. Alright, already. He lost his mate. She was sitting on a nest in the woods. He came to bed 2 nights without her. The first night she was at the fence when I got up in the morning calling for him. Alright, already. And then the second night she wasn't there, and he went out and she never showed up. He didn't go in the woods to be with her like he had been doing. So I think probably our resident fox got her. So I'm down to one lone guinea, and he's being rather noisy this morning, probably because I'm out here filming. Alright, already. So, yeah, so anyway, back to my comfrey giveaway. If you would like a chance to win some comfrey root cuttings, all you have to do is go into that video and comment below that you're a subscriber. Well, you gotta subscribe first, and then share my video. Look at this, if you can see it, if it'll zoom in. I have a nice little, what is that? It's drawing a blank now. I'll post it what it is. It's not a snail. Anyway, I hate those things. They're so gross. But anyway, I don't mind them on the bigger plants. The little plants they eat up, so. Anyway, so I remember the poke that was here. I threw some, probably like 2 or 3 layers of cardboard down on top of it after I cut it. Oh, will you stop? And then I threw a ton of wood chips on here, hoping to kill it off. So we'll see how that goes. Probably come back up after the cardboard decomposes. But, so, yeah. Oh, this weedy mess. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Check out this volunteer potato. It's like huge. Let's see if we get anything out of that one. But, yeah. need to get in here and do some weeding. My poor little calendula flowers have been downtrodden. I'll have to cut those and see if we get another flush of those. But so this is almost ready to flower. Anybody know what this is? Almost ready to flower. So, oh, check out the onion. You can see, oh, this camera just does not focus very well. But it's about ready to open up. Probably by next week it should be opened up. So, anyway, I'll leave you with Mr. Guinea here. What are you doing, dude? Do you like to be on camera? Apparently not. So, anyway, goodbye. That's it for this week. I have like a couple instructional videos that will be coming out this week, so keep an eye out for those. And we will catch you. Oh, I didn't even mention it this morning. I took you while I was doing my chores. Figured I would show you. It's not a lot, but I figured I would take you on my chores this morning, so I totally forgot to mention that at the beginning of this. I really need to get a notebook and carry it with me because I never remember half the stuff that I want to tell you. So, anyway, comment, like, subscribe, you know the drill, and we'll see you the next time. Have a great day.